Triangle. This is practice set 3.1. Question number 1 is that in the figure angle ACD is an exterior angle. Here ABC is a triangle. If we extend any side, we get an angle which makes a linear pair with the angle of a triangle. This is called as exterior angle of a triangle. So angle ACD is an exterior angle. Measure angle B is 40 degrees and measure angle A is 70 degrees. Find the measure of angle ACD. This measure is asked. This sum can be done using either the theorem angle sum property of a triangle, which states that the sum of the measures of all angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. By that method also we can get the answer of this, or we can use the theorem called as exterior angle theorem, which states that the measure of an exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of its remote interior angles. Remote interior angles means, see here, angle ACD is the exterior angle and this is the angle which makes the linear pair with this angle. The other two angles are called as remote interior angles. So measure of this angle is equal to sum of these two. So this is oral sum. It can be asked in MCQ also. Now here method 1 is by angle sum property of a triangle. In triangle ABC, measure angle A plus measure angle B plus measure angle C is equal to 180 degrees. This is by angle sum property of a triangle. Now measure angle A is given as 70 degrees, measure angle B is given as 40 degrees, measure angle C is not given. So we are rewriting the same thing, is equal to 180 degrees. Now 70 plus 40 is 110. If we subtract 110 from both the sides, this will vanish, and here 180 minus 110, that comes out to be 70. So measure angle C is equal to 180 minus 70 minus 40, that is 70 degrees. So measure angle C means ACB, that is 70 degrees. Now angle ACB and ACD, they are angles in linear pair. Angles in linear pair means what? They have the same vertex. Now ACB and ACD, if you consider, the vertex is same, C. Then the side CB and side CD are opposite rays. They lie on the same line. And CA is a common side. So such angles are called as angles in linear pair. And the property is that the sum of the measures of angles in linear pair is 180 degrees. So ACB, measure angle ACB plus measure angle ACD is equal to 180 degrees. Out of which measure angle ACB we have found out to be 70 degrees. So 70 degrees plus measure angle ACD is 180 degrees. Therefore measure angle ACD is equal to 180 degrees minus 70 degrees, that is 110. We want the measure of angle ACD, that comes out to be 110. Method 2 is that by exterior angle theorem. Angle ACD is an exterior angle of triangle ABC. Therefore by exterior angle theorem, measure angle ACD is equal to measure angle B plus measure angle A. We have seen that the measure of an exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of its remote interior angles. Here angle A and angle B are remote interior angles. Their sum is to be taken here. So 40, measure angle B is given as 40, measure angle A is given as 70. 40 plus 70 is 110. Therefore measure angle ACD is equal to 110. Now let us see question number 2 on page number 27. In triangle PQR, measure angle P is 70. In triangle PQR, measure angle P is 70 degrees. Measure angle Q is 65 degrees. Measure angle Q is 65 degrees. You are asked to find measure of angle R. Measure of angle R. Now here also we can use both the theorems and get the answer in both the methods. Method 1 is that by angle sum property of a triangle. In triangle PQR, measure angle P plus measure angle Q plus measure angle R is equal to 180 degrees. Out of which measure angle P is given as 70 degrees, measure angle Q is given as 65 degrees, and measure angle R is not known, so we are writing as it is equal to 180 degrees. Now if you add 70 and 65 and transpose to right hand side, it will get subtracted. So measure angle R is equal to 180 degrees minus 65 degrees minus 70 degrees, which comes out to be 45 degrees. Therefore, measure angle R, that is PRQ, is equal to 45 degrees. Method 2, as we said, by exterior angle theorem. Now, angle PRS, this angle PRS is an exterior angle of triangle PQR. As I told you before, an angle making the linear pair with any interior angle of a triangle is called as exterior angle. And by the exterior angle theorem, the measure of exterior angle is equal to sum of the measures of remote interior angles. And therefore, measure angle PRS is equal to measure angle P plus measure angle Q. Measure angle P plus measure angle Q. Whenever there is no confusion, we can use a single letter. Here P means understood. Measure angle Q is understood. But if we say measure angle R, there is a confusion whether we mean to say angle PRQ or PRS. In such case, it is better to use three letters. So measure angle PRS is equal to 70 plus 65, that is 135 degrees. And measure angle PRQ we want. PRQ will be 180 minus 135. It is a property of angles in linear pair. That comes out to be 45 degrees. There are two methods. Any method can be used. Example number 3 on page number 27. The measure of the angle of a triangle is x degrees, x minus 20 degrees and x minus 40 degrees. Find the measure of the each angle. Now here only one method can be applied. By angle sum property of a triangle, the sum of the measures of all the three angles is 180 degrees. Therefore, x degrees plus x minus 20 degrees plus x minus 40 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Now, if we add the like terms, this is algebra. You are doing polynomials. X, x and x becomes 3x and minus 20 minus 40 becomes minus 60. So, sum of these three will be 3x minus 60 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Now, we want x. So, minus 60 is to be transposed to that side, or you can say adding 60 to both sides, this minus 60 will cut. So, 3x is equal to 180 degrees plus 60 degrees. That comes out to be 240 degrees. And this is 3 times x. We want value of x. So, let us divide both sides by 3. Therefore, x is equal to 240 upon 3, that is 80 degrees. So, we are given x, x minus 20 and x minus 40. So, this x comes out to be 80 degrees. Now, x minus 20 will be 80 minus 20, that is 60 degrees. And x minus 40, third is x minus 40, that is 80 minus 40 is 40 degrees. Better to give the numbers to these results. Result number 1, result number 2, result number 3. And we can say that from result number 1, 2, 3, we get the measures of the angles of the given triangle are 80 degrees, 60 degrees and 40 degrees. Now let us see example number 4 on page 27. The measures of one of the angles of a triangle is twice the measure of the smaller angle, and the measure of the other is thrice the measure of the smaller angle. Find the measure of all the three angles. Solution. Now again we are going to use angle sum property of a triangle. Let the measure of the smallest angle be x degrees. The measure of the remaining angles of the triangles are twice and thrice of the measure of this angle. It is given. Therefore, they are 2x degrees and 3x degrees. By the angle sum property of a triangle, x degrees plus 2x degrees plus 3x degrees is equal to 180 degrees. The angle sum property of a triangle states that the sum of the measures of all angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. Now, these are like terms. All contain x. So, we can add the coefficient 3 plus 2 plus 1. That is 6. 6x degrees is 180 degrees. If we divide both sides by 6, we get x degrees is equal to 30 degrees. So, one of the angles is 30 degrees. Other is twice of that. So, 2x. 2x degrees means 2 into 30, that is 60 degrees. and the third is 3x. So 3x degrees means 3 into 30 degrees, that is 90 degrees. So from 1 to 3, the measures of the angles of the given triangle are 30 degrees, 60 degrees and 90 degrees. Now let us see example number 5. In the figure, the measures of some angles are given. Using the measures, find the values of x, y and z. Solution. Here y plus 100 is 180 degrees. This is angles in linear pair. You will find that y and this 100 degrees angle, they are angles in linear pair. As I told you before, the angles in linear pair means what? They have the common vertex. If you consider angle TEN and ENM, E is the common vertex and ray ET and ray EM are opposite rays, and ray En is a common ray. So such angles called as angles in linear pair. And the property is that the sum of the measures of angles in linear pair is 180 degrees. Therefore, y plus 100 is equal to 180 degrees. Now, this is an equation involving the variable y. We want to get the value of y. So, this 100 degrees we don't want on this side. So, let us subtract 100 from both sides. When 100 is subtracted, this will vanish. Only y will remain. And on the right hand side, 180 minus 100, that is 80. Therefore, y is equal to 80. This is our result number 1. We are going to find x, y, z. Whenever we get some value, we can give a number. Now, z plus 140 is equal to 180. Here you can find again the same thing. This z and 140 degrees angle. These two angles are angles in linear pair. Therefore, sum of these two is 180 degrees. Angles in linear pair. This is the reason. And therefore, z is equal to 180 minus 140. This 140 is subtracted from both sides. This is subtracted, so this is vanished. Here it is shown to be subtracted. 180 minus 140 is 40. And third is x plus y plus z is equal to 180 degrees. Angle sum property of a triangle. The sum of the measures of all the three angles of a triangle is 180. Now x is not known, so I am keeping x as it is. Y we found out to be 80 and z we found out to be 40. From 1 and 2 we get that z is 40, y is 80. So that can be replaced here. Y is 80, z is 40 and is equal to 180. Now like terms can be added. So these are numbers. 80 and 40 is 120. So x plus 120 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. To get the value of x, we are subtracting 120 from both sides. This 120 will vanish. From 180 I have to subtract 120. That comes out to be 60. This is the third. We got the value of x in 3. We got the value of z in result number 2. And we got the value of y in result number 1. And therefore, from 1 to 3, x is 60, y is 80 and z is 40. So x is, you have to again write the final answer again. So x is 60 degrees, y is 80 degrees and z is equal to 40 degrees. Example number 5 on page number 28. In the figure, the measures of some angles are given. Using the measures, find the values of x, y, z. Now here, y plus x is equal to 140 degrees. Here, exterior angle theorem is used. So this is 140 is the exterior angle. This is the angle making linear pair, and other two are the remote interior angles. So y plus x is equal to 140. This is exterior angle theorem, and x plus z is 100. This 100 is the exterior angle, and x and z are the remote interior angles. So x plus z is equal to 100. Now adding the above two equations, here x is and this x becomes 2x, y is alone, so this is y, and z is alone z. 140 plus 100 is 240. Now x plus y plus z is equal to 180. This is angle sum property of a triangle. The sum of the measures of all the three angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. So we got two equations. Now on subtracting equation 4 from equation 3, here we are having x plus y plus z, here 2x plus y plus z. So 2x minus x will remain x only, y and y will cut, z and z will cut, 240 minus 180 is 60. So we got the value of x as 60 degrees. This we are giving as equation number 5. Now, substituting this value in equation number 1, we will find that in equation number 1 we are having y plus x is 140. X we already found out. So y plus 60 is equal to 140. Subtracting 60 from both sides, we get y is equal to 140 minus 60, that is 80. So this can be numbered as 6. Now from 2 and 5. In 2 we say x plus z is 100, and in 5 we say x is equal to 60. So we can say 60 plus z is equal to 100. To solve this equation, we have to subtract 60 from both sides. So z is equal to 100 minus 60, that is 40. This is result number 7. So we got x as 60. X as 60 in result number 5. Y we got as 80. Y is equal to 80 we got in result number 6. And z we got 40 in 7. Here we can say that from 5, 6, 7, x is equal to 60, y is equal to 80 degrees, and z is equal to 40 degrees. This is example number 5 on page number 20.